if you had to choose one conspiracy theory to be true, which would cause the most amusing chaos and why? John Wayne's not dead, he's frozen. And as soon as we find a cure for cancer, we're gonna thaw out the Duke, and he's gonna be pretty pissed off. You know why? Have you ever taken a cold shower? Well, multiply that by 15 million times. That's how pissed off the Duke's gonna be. I'm gonna get the Duke, and John Cassavetes, and Lee Marvin, and Sam Peckinpah, and a case of whiskey, and drive down to Texas. And JFK wasn't assassinated, his head just did. That is a personal favorite of mine and I can't quite explain why. I think I'd make that one true just because of the absurdity of getting to teach my future students. And this is John Fitzgerald Kennedy, 35th President of the United States. His head exploded for no reason in 1963, leading to Andrew Johnson's presidency and the Civil Rights Act, among other reforms. Hitler fled to Antarctica and began working with the supposed giants that also live in Antarctica. People always talk about how mysterious the ocean is because we haven't been able to explore much of it, but Antarctica is also unexplored and people are forbidden from exploring it in the first place. If that doesn't scream something weird is hidden there, then I don't know what will. The one I actually would like to be true, that they have cures for cancer and all other diseases and are just withholding them for money, because then we have cures for all those diseases. The one that would just be kinda randomly funny and chaotic, that one where a few famous people like Paul McCartney and Avril Lavigne all died and were secretly replaced with lookalikes. Area 51 is an alien human facility, as are the various known secret sites around the globe. All part of the same alien-human interaction. Would cause absolute chaos around the world if that was true. Both anger and curiosity about what humanity has gotten out of the partnership, where humanity is gone, where the aliens are from and why are they helping us. I'm going to go with the moronic QAnon malarkey. That shit's not even internally consistent. If I were to wave a magic wand and make it true, it would break reality and we'd suddenly have all sorts of freaky shit going on. Like your faucets would begin to pour out confetti and llamas in top hats doing your banking. Not really a popular conspiracy, but I always been amused at the idea that the SCP Foundation is real and they made the website so that anyone who finds out too much and tries to reveal them is immediately dismissed no matter how much detail they have because the stories exist and are considered fictitious. That the reason why anti-vaxxers died from COVID-19 is not because of refusing to take the vaccine that would reduce their chances of contracting COVID-19 and potential death in the first place, but because of a government conspiracy to poison and unalive anti-vaxxers for refusing to take the vaccine. COVID stands for Communist Orgy Virus and Deployment. The pandemic was created to make people horny through social isolation, so that afterwards they would have massive orgies and smash capitalism. The United Nations created the COVID vaccine to save capitalism from socialist sexual perversion. Flat Earth. I mean, what the fuck, right? How would that ever possibly even a little bit work? It would turn everything we know about science and reality as a whole so completely upside down that I would spend the rest of my life waiting to wake up from a dream. Donald Trump's 2016 presidential candidacy was originally aided and abetted by people working for Hillary Clinton. They thought Trump's presence would disrupt the Republicans enough to guarantee Hillary an easy victory. Then it all got out of hand. Aliens are real, have visited our planet and are secretly living among us. Religions would collapse, everyone would become hyper-paranoid. There would be so many more conspiracies around who was actually an alien and why they did what they did. The Jews are using Gaza as an organ farm, using the blood of Christians to bake matzahs, controlling the finances and media around the globe, and have a Jewish space laser. Kind of intrigued about the Cuisine P, the prime directive explanation for why we have not observed intelligent alien life. One day we accidentally send a Minecraft out past a certain point and all of a sudden we have alien tourists everywhere. Pee is stored in the balls. Women would never have to pee and their vaginas could just be for them to enjoy sex. Kicking dudes in the balls would be way more entertaining. I know. Sebastianism. I want a Portuguese king from the 1500s to walk out of the ocean and usher Portugal into a new golden age that overshadows the rest of Europe. Long live the king. The most amusing would be something Mandela effect style. It would reveal there are parallel universes really similar to ours, so it doesn't really make a difference. But it very much does. That Biden lost the 2020 election. I mean, if Democrats had the means and lack of principles to alter elections like that, we would never have to sit through a Republican-led House again. That Putin is actually a USA puppet. If this was true and he had all the evidence proving someone like Trump was under his payroll, holy fuck. Our conservative would go apeshit. The theory about in space that there are really other living things in habitable planets other than Earth and we're all just afraid of being invaded. Posadism. If we'd just hurry up and nuke ourselves, alien communists would intervene to save us from ourselves and bring us into their space utopia. Flat Earth would be great because people would go at the edge and boom, nothing. Why going wherever into space? But coming from nowhere. Cyrus Teed's theory that we live on the inside of a hollow planet, that the surface of the Earth is somehow convex and the light tricks us. The Order of the Rosy Cross actually does exist, and they've been using the centuries-old belief that they exist to hide in plain sight. The successful ones happen because they are too unbelievable to be true, so most don't believe. JFK was murdered by the US government. That Reagan used a psychic astrologer to make national security decisions. Oh wait, conspiracy theories, not conspiracy truths. The moon landing being faked is kind of a funny one to me. It's like the ultimate prank. They trolled everyone back in 1969. HAARP is real and the USA government is using it to create earthquakes in China and other countries to destabilize them. Aliens are abducting humans, but it is because they enjoy butt sex and it is illegal to do so with their own kind. Flat Earth because somehow every satellite we operate seems to work on the basis that it is apparently spherical. If the dreaming world is the real world then everything you experience while awake is all fabricated by your mind. The moon isn't real. It's being sold by Big Sky to sell more moon photos. Everything else in space is real. Lol. That a country is developing the weapon that would always suck away the electrons so power can never be produced. That PETA is secretly ran by the meat and dairy industry to make vegans look dumb. Can you imagine the outrage? Mosquitoes are just robots from the government and they bite people when there's a blood donation shortage. Randomly exploding people by activating the microchip under their skin with an app would be pretty amusing. The theory that they about run most countries. Imagine discovering that every president is just a puppet. Area 51 Roswell and aliens. Proof that we aren't alone and have been visited would change the world. That Jesus married and had children. Imagine the elite trying to find a bloodline to Jesus. The theory that aliens have visited for millennia and have documented history of the world. That the Illuminati is real. Grimacing face. I've already said too much. Insert spooky music. Bang bang, gang shit. Doctors are my bitches instead of the other way around. See the Montauk Project. It's packed with so much stuff, and all of it is batshit. The theory that our society is run by a group of reptilian extraterrestrials. Flat Earth. The implications would be staggering. Thousands of years of lies. JFK Jr. is still alive, along with Elvis, Princess Diana, Michael Jackson. The Earth is flat, and going to collapse on itself due to how gravity works. Not to be edgy but if the gov did 9/11. Shit would get insane. Birds aren't real. If there are government drones, we are truly screwed. Aliens are real, and people abducted by them get put into the alien zoos. Flat Earth. Everything would be wrong. Science, religion, all of it. The one about an elite cabal of pedophiles who run the world. I'd be excited for some real-world Sasquatch interactions. The one where people think birds are government drones. Area 51 is actually a cover for the aliens in Area 52. Ancient astronauts. It would drive the fundies crazy.